What's up, design family, and welcome back to another episode of Fittdesign TV. Today, we'll be looking at how to optimize your customer's experience on your website. So, before we get into it, who am I? My name is Shadi Adada. I'm the founder and creative director of Fittdesign, the world's first digital fashion design agency that specializes in all things design, development, production. We take brands from A to Z, from an idea in your head into a physical product selling to millions and millions of customers. And we've been doing this for the last 7 years. On this episode, I'll be looking at how you can optimize your sportswear brand's e-commerce experience to drive sales and to essentially get customers to convert from browsers on your website, from window shoppers, into actual paying customers. So you might ask, is this possible? Is there any sort of trickery? Is there some magic in this? And it just comes down to some simple techniques that you are missing out on today that you can easily implement, whether you're a Shopify user, whether you're using Wix, whatever platform you are using to create your e-commerce brand. This is going to be a simple A, B, C, D additional. If you're adding some of these, well, then you have some other functions you can do. If you're adding none of these, well, the sky is the limit and you have massive opportunity to enhance your customer experience. So without further ado, let's get into it. We're going to be reviewing 3 key websites that I think are industry leaders in terms of the overall website experience, and it honestly shows in terms of their sales data and their overall customer experience. That's going to be Gymshark.com, AlphaleteAthletics.com, and OwnerActive.com. Each of these 3 websites has something unique about it, and I'll be giving critiques as well in terms of what each of these brands can do to enhance their overall conversions and essentially add millions and millions of dollars onto their bottom line. So let's get into it, starting off with Gymshark. We're essentially going to be focusing on the home pages of each of these 3 different websites. When you look at the Gymshark homepage, what I like is that immediately what you have is a clear layout of information. Here they have a decent, or they have a discounted section of the website. This is just a specific time of year that they're offering this, but you can immediately see as soon as you land, we have the hero banner. The hero banner is the first image that you're going to see, and what a lot of companies don't understand is that the hero banner is the first place that you're going to be making an impression on customers. So make sure that you have product imagery that is on brand, that showcases the product clearly and effectively. Don't just have a model shot. Some companies, either they have some form of really highly edited photo, or they have a GIF that is on loop to be able to show multiple products, something that helps to build the brand and to showcase a variety of different products, or they have a sort of men's and a women's section, as you're going to see in the Alphalete options or the Alphalete example that I'm going to be providing. But you have your hero banner, which is right here. It takes up pretty much the entire website. I'm looking at it on the desktop version, and you have clear navigation. You have your men's, you have your women's, and it's effective in terms of telling you there's a discount, how much the discount is, what products are affected, and there's a clear call to action in terms of the text and the buttons to get you to navigate onto the website. In terms of the ancillary things that you have a very clear navigation menu that is sticky. Essentially, it drops down with you as you move through the website. That way you can easily navigate back to it. And when you hover over it, it collapses, offering you more information. So the idea here is that you're able to get the customer to navigate through the website in a more intuitive way without overwhelming them with so much information in one go. I like to call this the funnel method. When a customer lands on your website, you sort of want to subtly guide them towards making a purchasing decision. The way that you do this is simple. You give them the widest possible frame or net that they can engage with, and you sort of make it very easy for them to guide themselves down the path that they want. They might go down route A, route B, route C, but you're not overwhelming them with all of these routes at the same time. Maybe in the beginning you just show them route A, or route A, B, and C, and then that route A opens up to A1, A2, A3, A4, but you're not showing them in the beginning A1, A2, A3, A4, B1, 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 B2, B3, B4, so on and so forth. So when you have a very effective way to deliver the information, there's a search for product bar, which is also effective. On mobile, this is a much more engaged version where you can easily go and search for products you want. Also, it has a dynamic search field. So as you type, it's immediately populating the website for you, or the deliverable for you, with different products that you can purchase. Notice I've just put in DJF, so there's some sort of algorithm here that's learning whether it's powered by AI or whether it's just an algorithm here that's learning what you intend or what you mean, and it's trying to give you suggestions. So it's not giving you no suggestions, which is great. Moving on, you have a clear call to action button, and as you scroll down, we have what is known as a product carousel or a product grid. This product grid is an essential way to deliver more products to your customers upfront without overwhelming the customer. Notice here that we have a mix of men's and women's styles that are heavily curated between probably what are known as bestsellers or the products that are on actual discount here, because Gymshark is obviously doing some form of discount and they want to push those products first. So those are the products that they showcase first in their collections. Usually I don't recommend putting discounted products first and foremost on the website, but clearly this is a campaign that Gymshark is doing at the moment. You can go down, you can see the women's bottoms, the men's bottoms, tops, so on and so forth. And as we scroll through, we get a variety of different products that you might want to purchase. One thing that you also notice is not only are they not overwhelming us with grids or rows and rows of different products, but they're also giving us the ability to quick shop. Quick shop is a function by which you bring the shopping experience to the homepage. People have short attention spans. So by giving them the opportunity to make purchasing decisions without having to go into multiple pages, you're more likely to get customers to convert. Customers are unfortunately inundated with a variety of different options. So making your website the one that's easiest to navigate and easiest to actually check out from is going to be key. Notice this, what I do with Gymshark. They have the product name, they have the fit type, they have the colorway, and then they have the price, whether it's discounted. There's an order of information that is very intentional and very much focused on getting you to understand what you're looking at without overwhelming you with information again. They also do it, or they actually make it a point to provide the reviews in terms of the stars. Whether or not these are reviews that they dynamically turn on and off depending on the product, that's going to be up to Gymshark. But from what I understand here, they have reviews on everything just to kind of give you the idea that this is a tried and true product and this is what customers are saying, aka social proof. If you know that customers before you have had a good experience on a website or with a specific product, you're much more likely to purchase that specific product. The other thing with the quick add to cart feature is going to be the fact that as you scroll, you get to also select the size that you want. It shows you the sizes that are not available, and there's some sort of response time or response feedback towards where you're hovering over, so that the website is telling you that, oh, I know that you've hovered over this, and this is how I'm showing that to you. This sort of intuitive design just makes customers This is what makes customers understand that a website experience is more natural or more easy to feel and to experience. When I add to cart, look what happens. This is genius. As I add to cart, it automatically gives me another response that indicates to me I have just added to cart. I feel like I've accomplished something. There's a feedback loop there that is essential in a human psyche. What you want to do is you want to reward customers for taking steps closer towards making purchasing decisions, and Gymshark have done this not only by the fact that I've clicked the button, there's clearly something visual that's happened on the website, but also as I look at my add to cart, I see that I am $10.40 away from free shipping, thereby further incentivizing me to increase my average order size and to add another product to my basket. I'm much more likely to also buy one of these products knowing that just another $10.40 will add free standard shipping to my order. I can also go down here. I see everything very clearly focused on the upsell, which is on the left, aka the people also bought. It's a way for us to increase the average basket size, and also my cart that is on the right. One thing you'll notice is Gymshark doesn't have a separate cart page. They basically bring the cart page as an overlay on top of the homepage, which is something that a lot of brands have started doing in terms of making the website experience feel a lot more seamless and not having to take you through too many website pages. As we scroll down, the layout of the Gymshark website has this sort of repetition that you see here. They then go into specific collections. It's clear that the Everywhere collection is a collection of interest at the moment, and you'll notice that websites or brands will typically push their current collections to the top because those are the collections that are usually not discounted, the collections that they want to move more product for because they have more stock of, and the products that they'll typically make larger margins on. So it's a bit more of a focused effort to manage those margins and to actually extract the resources or the profit from those margins. Again, the advantage here, or you can see there's a video here that showcases all the product in very dynamic ways with some shots showcasing them in lifestyle settings. There's some close-up shots, some macro shots that show the fabric, that show the finishing, that show the details, that show the branding. All this is meant to get you involved and enhanced into the product. Also, there's a clear title, subtitle that sort of explains what the collection is about, and then a clear call to action. And then they repeat, they show you the everywhere collection. They allow you to navigate to the view all, which will take you to the collection page, or you can scroll through and you can see products at your fingertips. You go down, they have a find your favorite legging section. So why are they specifically using this type of information or this type of communication? Find your. There's a personalization to this type of experience that makes it feel like the website is speaking to you. As you're scrolling down, Gymshark knows that most customers are typically purchasing leggings. They have the data that proves that customers typically come to their website and they always or often add leggings into their basket. So they're showing you the different types of leggings that they make high margins on, and they're allowing you to, again, funnel into making a purchasing decision. They're not showing you all leggings. What they're showing you is lifting leggings or hit leggings or running leggings or bump scrunch leggings. So they clearly have different varieties of leggings that are for different types of customers. By doing this, they give you the opportunity to personalize your experience even more and to find what you're looking for even more. It's like going to a store for the first time and seeing all of the products in front of you versus clearly seeing articulated sections of, oh, this is this section that has the hit leggings, this is this section that has the running leggings, and then as you go to that section, then you can see, oh, we have the sculpt legging, we have the apex legging, so on and so forth. They're all within that running legging category. This makes it very easy for customers to find what they want without being overwhelmed in the process. Again, here they have their new releases. They're just sort of following that system that they have, which is banner, call to action, product carousel, banner, call to action, product carousel. Then they have their Gymshark lifting, and the cycle continues at the end. I like this. This is something that Gymshark does, but I haven't seen done on any other website. They have a very wide category. If you notice here, they have shop men, shop women, shop men, and shop accessories, which is essentially what they have on the top. It's almost a way for you to close that feedback loop, to say, listen, you've reached the end of the homepage. It's time to make a decision. They make that decision easy for you by pushing up what is known as their menu bar up to the top in terms of these very visual items, and then you can easily go in and you can start to navigate the website. Another thing is Gymshark have support on demand, which is very easy. They make it very easy for you to engage with their customer service and to get your questions answered, because they know that if we can streamline a customer's concern and get it answered as fast as possible on the spot, they're much more likely to actually make a purchase with us. This I love. Their add to cart uses the blue button as their function button, which obviously comes from the fact that Gymshark's core color is blue. I usually do recommend you have some sort of activator button or some sort of activator color. You'll see this on the owner website and you'll see this on the Alphalete website. Now we'll move on to the Alphalete website. The Alphalete website is one of the websites that is consistently cited as being very different, and you'll notice here this is because it has a dark theme or a dark mode. It can also switch into a light theme simply by clicking a couple buttons, but the default method is a dark theme. Usually, dark theme versus light themes usually respond and perform better just because they're easier on the eye and they're a lot more focused. People tend to get more fatigue when looking at some form of dark theme, but with Alphalete, it gives them the advantage of sort of being different than the rest. And customers also have the opportunity to access the light theme if they wanted to. When we get onto the website, you notice the Alphalete website sort of features I would call it like a neumorphism. They use a lot of glass effect similar to Apple's most recent Vision OS, which sort of features these rounded edges. It's very app style or mobile style layout. They have a GIF or they have a video that's playing on loop with their newest arrivals, again, because these are typically the products that they have the most amount of quantities for and the products that they're going to sell at the highest margins for. They have shop men, shop women, but you can see here, since Alphalete and like Gymshark and like Owner have a predominantly female focused market, they're going to be showing female, or they're going to be showing women's items specifically. They have, again, a title, a subtitle, and a call to action to try to guide you through the process. They also have a sticky top menu that also has drop downs to help navigate you through the website. One thing that Alphalete is doing that Gymshark isn't doing is they're adding some sort of imagery on these drop downs, which makes it a little bit more engaging and allows you to visualize what products you're looking at. Moving down, they have a new arrivals section, which is very similar to the Gymshark website in terms of how they're offering it, but you'll notice their quick add feature is, in my opinion, a little bit a step ahead of the Gymshark quick add, simply because of this. They give you more information at your fingertips. I'm able to hover over this image and I get an alternate image. I also get my quick add sizing, and I get to see a proper preview of the different colorways of the products available at my fingertips. So I can mix and match. I can put my size and I can add my product, and immediately now I've added my size and my colorway, which with Gymshark we were only able to add our size and I had to pick what colorway was available on the homepage. This is genius from Alphalete. Here we get to see some more people bought also recommended products, and we get to see they have a shipping calculator that gamifies that process and encourages you to buy more. Also, they have an activator button here, which is in lime green, and it's just a very simplified process that allows you to visualize your cart without having to leave the page, and creates an upsell process or a cross-sell process, and allows you to immediately go back to your purchasing experience without having to miss or skip a beat. When we go down here, they have some sort of grid or carousel section, or I would call it more of a grid section that distributes you into the different sections of the website through their amplify, through their here their shorts or their bottoms. Here they have their new fits, new growth. So they're sort of getting you to look at collections more as themes or concepts rather than specific collections, as we see here with the amplify. So elevate every move, more likely than not, is going to be talking about some form of shorts or athletic shorts that are related to moving and movement, and that's kind of the theme that they're going for. Whether that comes from the fact that they have too many shorts in stock, or they've just restocked shorts, or those are high margin items, or those are in demand items, it's going to come down to how they are actually moving or how they're managing their data analysis and how they're managing their sales process. Moving down, Alphalete does this, and I haven't seen this done before, is that they offer you a full overview of what they're calling as the women's spring essentials. They're not showing you a specific collection, they're not showing you a specific range or drop, they're themifying, or they're creating a theme around what they're showing you, which is the women's spring essentials, and they're drastically reducing the size of that card so that they can get more cards on there without taking up too much space or without taking up too much valuable screen real estate. And they're allowing you to immediately go and visualize different versions or different views of the product so you can get more context, and you can easily add to cart by pressing the plus, and you get, again, on the homepage. This is what is so genius about this. You get on the homepage the product page experience, all reducing the friction and allowing you to make comfortable purchasing decisions and putting more products in front of you in a shorter time frame so that you're not getting bored and you're getting more use out of your time, and more likely than not, the time that you spend per unit of measurement is allowing Alphalete to get more purchases out of you. If you look at an average consumer, someone who spends, let's just say, 10 minutes on a website, within those 10 minutes, they are likely to make, 2 or 3 purchases on average. By drastically reducing the friction that you need to access more products and to visualize and view more products, you're more likely to increase the average order size of a customer simply by showing them more products and making them more accessible to them. So this is pretty smart. Here, again, we have another sort of product grid that is showing you different collections, different themes. And then lastly, they have a shop the look section where they curate specific outfits, and this just allows customers to visualize how specific products look together, and that just allows you to kind of like go deeper into the brand. With Alphalete, they're designing these products in conjoinment together. They're allowing them to look great together. They're not showing you the pink top with the pink bottom. They're showing you, oh, look at this color palette. Look at how we can mix and match these colors. Look at how these products work together. Look at how they look side by side. And they're simply allowing you to kind of like make a overall view based on how they want you to interpret the brand. They're giving you the lookbook, which gives you a very clear understanding of, I never knew that this product could go with this product. So you're much more likely now to add that top with that bottom because you've seen them together. It just makes it that much easier for you to see how the full collection can come together with Alphalete, as opposed to creating that added stress on you to say, oh, I don't know how I can mix and match these things. No, they're giving that to you straightforward and direct. And as you hover over them, you're able to also see some more different outfits depending on the different themes or collections that they want to show you. And then at the end, we have a visit Alphaland. So here Alphalete have used the final section of their website in what I call as a brand building or storytelling. For them, Alphaland is the physical manifestation of the brand. It has their gym, it has Alpha Eats, it has the lounge, it houses the Alphalete headquarters. So for them, getting you to visit Alphaland to understand that there's a physical location that you can experience the Alphalete brand is huge. That's why they're dedicating the entire bottom section. So if you're a brand who has a specific story that you want to tell, that you think is worth telling, and that will allow you to carve your niche out in the business, then this is the section for you. Then let's go into, last but not least, which is Owner Active. Owner Active sort of mixes the best of both worlds. It has a very sharp aesthetic, it uses a light theme, it takes heavy inspiration from Gymshark. It just does a very good job at curating a smart and technical experience. Their imagery is second to none. It's very consistent, and it just has that perfect balance of straightforward, direct, but you get something different and very professional. Again, on the homepage, we have an expanded menu bar, which is very simple. They only have 3 links in here. Typically, you'll tend to notice that most companies, especially in the modern age, will minimize the number of tabs that are available to you at any given moment, just so that they don't overwhelm the customer with the shopping experience. They tend to push all the information to you in terms of very nuanced layers, as you've seen with Alphalete when we add to cart, and how you get a product page come up and you can access more information there about the product, about the composition, about the features. This just gives your customers a more intuitive experience without bombarding them with too much information at once. An owner is no stranger to this. They have a very good job in terms of how they're portraying their banner image. They have a title, a subtitle, and a call to action. As we go down more, it gives you recommendations. Again, these are not necessarily personalized or tailored recommendations. As you can see here, I'm a male and I'm viewing their website, but they're offering these products as if they are recommendations, and they're making it seem like it's very personalized to you. More likely than not, these are either new releases or these are products that they definitely want to push because they have high margins on these products. Their quick ad is very similar. It's a mix of Gymshark and Alphalete. It's very clean. It's not like Alphalete in terms of having these sort of subsections. They integrate everything into the product card. They have a quick ad where it shows you circles of the colors. I typically prefer the Alphalete version because you get to see how the color looks like on the garment itself. Sometimes it's a bit difficult to visualize how this would look or how this pink would look specifically on this product. You'd have to go into the product page, which just adds another layer of friction. So Alphalete has done it best, definitely here, and Gymshark hasn't done it at all. So I would say Owner is sort of in the middle here, and then they have the size that you can immediately add. I like the way that Owner is using very clever use of different weights or different colors of the same text in order to create a hierarchy of information. They have the name of the product, they have the colorway, and then they have the actual price. And you'll notice the name and the colorway of the product are actually in the same font, the same weight, except there's 1 or 2 points of difference between the color and the name. But they also are using different colors, a gray and a black, to be able to create that hierarchy of information. The price itself, funny enough, is not the most prevalent. It's not the thing that they shove into your face because they sort of want you to forget about the price. They want you to focus on the product and understand that the price is a byproduct of this experience that you're giving or that you're being given. Moving down, once they have that product carousel done, you'll be able to move down. They have, again, a hero banner or a midsection banner that breaks up the flow, that allows them to introduce a new product, or here what they're calling is our top performers, which is typically their best sellers. They want to push their best sellers to the homepage because those are products that have proven and actual like proven sales track records. So why not use the most valuable real estate that you have, which is your homepage, in order to push those products? And you get the shop now. There's a very clear add to cart button, or there's a very clear call to action button that makes it easy for you to engage with the brand. Going down here, we see an expansion of their best sellers, we see a shop all, and we see no indication of the ability to scroll. More likely than not, this is because they're offering tops and bottoms to be able to get you to go into different pages on the website. If we access one of these products, what you'll notice here is that you go straight to the product itself. That's great, What I would have liked to see is the ability to go into the product category itself, or have the option to go into the product category itself. They have a similar grid to Alphalete, which allows you to go into different categories: leggings, sports bras, t-shirts, and tops. Again, this comes down to the funnel method, where you start wide and they narrow you down into what you want to see. So if you've come to the website and you had the intention of looking at sports bras, then a couple of scrolls down and now you access the entire sports bra section. There's a visual that shows you different types of sports bras or their most recent sports bras, depending on what the company wants to push at any given moment. Owner here is very focused on providing a curated experience that is very consistent and thematic in its approach. Just for You, again, is a personalized recommendation. This is all about putting the consumer into the driver's seat and making them feel as if this is a tailored experience just for them, and that specific recommendations are being provided just for them. Then they have what we calling here as a brand building section. Here, they're trying to get you onto their socials, or to engage in their socials. Obviously, they understand the power of social proof, of showing others in their products and showing how others are engaging with Owner Active, and the fact that it's a brand that is well regarded and it's a brand that is in demand. They have their loyalty club and they have their newsletter, which pretty much in the footer section you want to have your kind of like your site map, which is all the pages on your website, which is the about us, the careers, your services. So whether there's your sizing guide to get people to understand how things fit, this is the section to do all of that technical stuff that may not be as visual or as appealing and that customers may not want as often. At the end of the day, you want to keep the focus on the visuals of the brand and the products. Everything else is secondary, but sure, you should make it easy to find. So to recap here, there's 3 key things that you should always be looking for when creating your website. Number 1, take advantage of your homepage. This is the page that most consumers are going to spend the most amount of time on. Take a funnel approach where you don't show everything to your customers in one go, and you subtly guide them through routes towards the section of the website that they want. And then 3, make sure that there is a clear and consistent call to action in different sections of your website to get consumers to make purchasing decisions. Push the main elements of the website to the front, make it easy for consumers to get multiple levels of information as they click through cards without having to take them to other pages, thereby potentially losing them in the process. If you guys enjoyed this episode, let me know which of the 3 websites you prefer. Is it Alphalete, is it Owner Active, or is it Gymshark? And if you guys want to take your website to the next level, you want to work with me and my team personally, well, I'd be more than happy to, number 1, take a look at your website, give you recommendations myself on what you can do to improve, to push the customer experience, to drive sales conversions, and to pretty much add more money onto your bottom line. You can check the link in the description or www.fittdesign.com to access us. There's a contact us page, or you can email me directly at studio@fittdesign.com and I'll get back to you within 12 hours of your inquiry. Guys, I say this from the very bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Fit Design TV. Until next week's episode, stay awesome.